Hi guys, welcome back to another sped build in a Sims 4. I am Kiko Builds, and for today's video we are building a beach house or beach mansion on a 40 by 30 lot in Sulani. That is the world that came with the expansion pack Island Living. This build is built exclusively with the base game and Island Living. No other packs were allowed in this build because it was part of a collab that is called the Better Together collab that was put together by Simakai, Sophie the Sim, and Plummy Sims. We were 160 simmers, 160 simmers, yes, you heard right, who gathered to rebuild everything in all of the worlds that exists in The Sims 4, and even on the lot that were originally empty, we rebuilt all the worlds and we built every single world in the game. That is before Get Growing Together came out. So yeah, that is such a huge collab. I was very, very happy to be part of it, and I was able to choose this slot because I wanted to build in Sulani, and I was able to choose this one. And this was originally the lot that is called Journey's End. It's the home of a household of a couple of adults, a woman and a man. I don't remember their first name, but they are the Kahananui household, and yeah. So as you can see, this build has a modern flair to it. So it's kind of a modern beach house. It's the main structure and the basic structure of this home is white concrete, straight lines, cubes that look like they're almost stacked on top of each other in a shape like step shape. What I wanted was like the base or the first floor, I wanted it to be larger, then the second floor should be a little smaller in space, and then the third floor smaller. I also added some wooden structures that come out of the build, accent wooden structure that I would call it, and they look like built-in pergolas, sometimes just panels, wooden panels that I made with the Island Living windows. This is because I just wanted to blend the modern style, the bare concrete style of the base of the house with touches of a Sulani build. So it means wooden material, and yeah, as you can see, the columns that I added, and also the windows, the doors, everything are in a kind of warm tone of wood. And yeah, I really love how it turned out. I really like the vibe of it, of all of it. Also, as you can see, the terrace next to the swimming pool is also made out of those two, the alliances of those two materials, the concrete and also the wood. You have the part of the terrace that is next to the swimming pool. This part, there is one part that is like a deck with wood panels, wooden flooring, where you will see a little later on where I replaced the lounge chairs, and you have a part of the terrace that is plain, like stones on the floor and concrete. I also added plants because I love greenery, so I added some wild weed and grass that grow on top of some roofs and also on the terraces. You can see here this little terrace that is my favorite one. Under this built-in pergola here, we have plants that are growing and hanging from the see-through ceiling and in between the beams. So I tried to make a good mix of this modern style and also the feel of the island with the wood and the warm wood tones in this home. This build will be part of the save file, but it will also be available for you to download on the gallery under my ID kikwa_builds as usual. But for the save file, I also added the household to this house, and it's the original household, the Kahananui that I was talking to you about earlier on in the video. It's a married couple, adults. If you remember who they are townies in the townies of Sulani. And I decided to keep them. Of course, we had to keep them. We have to keep in the save file. I mean, one of the rules were that we had to keep the original household on the lot, although we could bulldoze the whole house and rebuild it completely and entirely. I also kept them. I didn't give them a makeover, but I changed their aspiration, kind of changed their aspiration, not really, but their little story, because originally in the game, they are a couple, childless couple, and they are just focused on growing their fortune and their money. They are really ambitious. I think they have the traits of being materialistic. Yeah, they just focused on their careers and their money. And in this installment and in this save file, what I wanted for this household is that they actually achieved their goals. So that's why they were able to just bulldoze the original house, and they decided to build a very big and large mansion that answered all their desires. So you can see that they have a lot of money now. So now they achieved their goals, their money goals. They are ready to adopt a baby, and they really want to adopt a baby, especially because we are getting the infants update, so they're ready for it. So yeah, and in this house you will find a nursery room for the baby that they are ready to adopt, and we also have their bedroom that is a master bedroom, and on the top floor we also have a guest bedroom. So we have 3 bedrooms in this house. Each of these bedrooms has each of these bedroom has their own ensuite bathroom. So now I'm doing the landscaping. As you can see, the landscaping is a little scarce because the house is actually taking up much of the space, the entirety of the lot, really. So we don't have much space, and I'm just placing some plants around the big terrace that we have here. Most of them come from the debug menu from Island Living. As you will notice in most of my builds, what I love to do is using the plants and the greeneries and the trees, the bushes and everything that come in the debug menu, because first of all we have much more diversity in this catalog, the debug items catalog, and secondly because they cost nothing. So a house will cost much less if you do your landscaping with debug items than if you do the landscaping with items that come from the regular build by catalog. So I added some shrubbery, I think, from Island Living, and also some flowers around this terrace, and I added also a wooden path all around the house. Now on the deck here, the deck part of the terrace next around the pool, I just placed a little lounging area. You also saw the lounge chairs. We have 4 lounge chairs in this on this part of the pool, and on the other side of the pool we also have 2 more lounge chairs. So we have 6 lounge chairs, even though we have only 2 people living in this house. They can actually afford that, a big house. I also placed this little fire pit, and that is the traditional barbecue pit from Sulani and Island Living, and I really love using it. Even always when I play with in Island Living, I mean in Sulani, I always have to place this little barbecue pit on the floor because it's just so authentic. I don't know. It's just so, it brings out the authenticity of Sulani, and really love cooking those meals on this. And whenever I have a household that I'm playing in another world and they come to Sulani on vacation, they always have to have this little fire pit here, and they can hang out around it and make some traditional meals. And yeah. So now we're already inside of the house. As you can see, it's a big open space. The first floor, we have the first floor. You first saw the entryway. Now I'm furnishing the living room space with the TV. I didn't really want to do a closed floor plan. I really didn't want to do closed floor plan, especially because we have so much light coming in. I really wanted, as you can see, we have a lot of bay windows on the side of the house that overlooks on the ocean. So I really didn't want to cut off this light by adding some solid walls. So I decided, I didn't know where to place the TV, and I decided on putting this kind of divider here in the middle that was made with a wall and island living windows. And I like how it turned out. The living room here, living room space, is made around a rug that is a base game rug, and of course the living room furniture are from Sulani as well. Now we are in the dining room, and it's with black accent, a black accent wall, and also the rug came with island living, and we have a kind of a black and white color scheme for this little dining room area. Now we're already in the kitchen, and the kitchen space is very big. It's large, and I thought it was fitting because the woman, I don't remember her name, but we call her the mom, because they're gonna be parents soon. So the mom is in the culinary field, so she is a cook or something like that. So I thought it was fitting to have a large kitchen. So all the counters, of course, the island counters as well, came with island living. We didn't have any cabinets that came with island living, so I didn't place any cabinets. I just placed those surfaces that you are seeing here, those shelving units that I'm placing some clutter on top of them. I didn't want to clutter up this house too much because it's a modern house, so I had to keep it a little clean and kind of slick. But for these shelving units, I had to stack them with the most clutter that I could because of technical issues in the Sims 4. When you actually have empty slots on shelves, your Sims always find a way to get their plates stuck on them or their cups, and then for whatever reason they are unable to reach and to get them to do the dishes. So I had to actually fill in all the slots on these shelves. Now you are seeing my makeshift laundry room, because I planned this space to be originally the laundry room, but then when I arrived to furnish it, I came to furnish it and I realized, oh my gosh, I don't have laundry day. I can't use laundry day because it's a pack restricted build. So yeah. So I had to do makeshift laundry room with those saucers. I mean those lights that came for originally for the swimming pool, and I put them as the windows for the washing machine and also for the dryer. Mind you, this trick is not mine. I didn't invent that, but I saw that a couple of years ago and I thought it was so clever, so I decided to use this trick. It came to mind and I decided to use it when it was time to do the laundry room. Now you're seeing the first bedroom, and this is the parents' bedroom with their ensuite bathroom. And the bathroom is kind of open on the bedroom. I didn't want to put a door, so I just placed a spandrel and some curtains, And we also have, I wanted it to be kind of see-through, so I placed all those windows from island living also, so that when you were in the bedroom you can still see inside the bathroom and vice versa. Something that I didn't tell you about this save file is that some very, very important piece of information. The save file, you will see down below, you will find the link to download the save file. And also we were able to build we were allowed to build only with the packs that came with the world in which we were building. So this house is only built with island living and the base game. We also built in the base game worlds, and we only use the base game to build those worlds. And also for each world it's the same rule that applied. So this pack, this save file will be usable for anybody who owns the Sims full game, regardless of how many packs you have. It will be fully functional for you to use. So that's some very, very important information that I completely missed at the beginning. But yeah, now we are in the nursery. So yeah, you can see the nursery. They are ready, fully ready to welcome their little baby, their infant. And I placed obviously a bassinet and also a toddler's bed for when the baby will age up, or for when the infant will age up. If you get growing together, you will be able to replace whatever furniture you have in this house for the crib maybe, and the changing table, because I just built the changing table here, makeshift changing table with a what's the name of that? Is it a comfort? No, it's not a comforter. An ottoman. I don't remember the name of this item in English, but I built it with a dresser and with this little piece of bench on top of it. And yeah, so they are fully ready for their baby to come. I also divided this nursery space into two spaces. We have the functional space for the care of the baby, with the changing table. We have the potty for the toddler, and we also have the high chair. And the second space is the bedroom per se, with the beds, with the toys, and the bookcase for the bedtime stories. They also have their own ensuite bathroom, where you can access to this bathroom only by entering the nursery. And we're already upstairs, the last floor, the top floor, where we have the guest bedroom with their own ensuite bathroom. So yeah, we are almost at the end of this video, I think. Downstairs you will see the last part that I will be actually furnishing will be the terraces. I went and added a bar, because for the mom, for her mixologist skill. And also there's some, you didn't see the recording of the study, but I also built a study for the dad, and with a computer in it for his job purposes. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you will enjoy the save file as well if you decide to download it. I hope to see you next time for my next video. If you want to see more, you can subscribe to my channel, and you can give this video also a little thumbs up. It helps the channel. You can also comment down below what you think of this build, and hope to see you next time, guys, for my next video. And in the meantime, take care. Bye.